A couple of years ago, we pulled a vintage Carnival ride out of a field, rusted and rotting, but mostly complete. And since then, we've been reverse engineering the original design, fabricating new parts to replace what couldn't be saved, and slowly bringing it back to life. And now, for the first time, we're finally starting to see it all come together. It's beautiful weather out here, but according to the weather forecast, we're about 2 hours away from 5 days of rain, so I needed to use this to my advantage. Now, I was looking at my drawings last night, and after looking at this, I realized that I made a mistake when I was cutting the first one. We cut it ½ an inch too big, so we can go back and trim that off. This is going to be a rear, and we need to cut 1 inch off the top, and we don't need to cut anything off the bottom. All right, I thought that was going to be a lot harder to do, but it really wasn't. I really want to focus on getting this put together, but before I can do that, I need to cut 2 more pieces of trim for the back. Now, the back is a little bit different. The pieces are longer, but I'm still going to try to use the front as my reference for bending. We already have the hole drilled here. Don't really want to have to drill 2 more holes in the back, so we're going to keep our trim back a little bit further when we start the bend, and hopefully it'll work out. We need this to be 33½ inches long according to my notes. So when we last did this, we brought our trim right up to the rear of the dashboard. But now we need it to come an extra inch. I really feel like maybe we should take the dashboard out. Let's do that. So it's going to make it a little bit flimsier. Oh, you know what we could do? We could move this dashboard down, reuse the bottom holes. So the dashboard will still be there in place, giving it support, but it's going to be lower, out of the way. Now we'll move it down here. We'll reuse those same holes. So now we've got support, but we also don't have a clearance problem. So we just need to find the 1 inch mark and clamp it. Here's our inch. I guess here goes. We did that on the front left, but it'll go to the back right. Rear, right. Somebody asked if I couldn't do it both from the same side, and the issue with that is the spacing, but now that I've gotten rid of the dashboard, I might be able to do them both from this side. Let's give it a try. Worst that can happen is it doesn't work. Give us our inch. We've got our outside flange on the inside. Alright, so to those of you who asked if I couldn't do it the same on both, I can. Though it did put a twist in it. Rear, left, top. That may be the next tool I have to buy. Right angle drill with some power. That needs to go there. And I need to drill a hole right there. Ideally a little bit oversized so the fiberglass has some wiggle room. So that I can put a screw in that. There too. front top. That looks pretty good. We do the same thing here, right? I am just drilling through the fiberglass for a clearance hole. Yeah, it really pulls it down nice. Well, that's one side done. And of course I have an insert to go in here. It's a black vinyl. Front top. Okay. Persuasion from the other direction. I've got this trim. Does in fact work. There. These have not been powder coated yet. So these will eventually be bolted in, but for today we're just going to put them in with wood screws. There's also going to be a metal brace behind this. Now we can go reinstall this. Still needs a footrest down in there.
I remember last year Poppy finished the one.
Whatever you do, don't put horns on them because he will hold it the entire time.
One of the slight little issues I have is that the hang strap kind of covers the trim. I think my idea is just to trim a little notch, and we'll see how that goes. Not sure what I'm cutting that with. Also not sure how I'm going to make that cut. And a little of that silver caulking they used to use on Airstream trailers. Is that really a thing, or am I making that up? I seem to remember something like that as a kid. See what this looks like. A little bit of caulking in there and it'll look great. We still need to do the rear, but I'm going to need help for that. Now that the front is finished, I don't want to stand it on its nose, so we're going to switch off to something else for a moment. All right, I really want to get the ambulance running. I need it to move stuff. And we got the brakes fixed last fall, but the exhaust broke, and it's obviously not going to pass inspection like that. First thing I'm going to do is pump up the airbags to give me some more room to work under it. All right. Let's see what there is to see. Yeah, well, there's your problem. You can try and see if those will come off. Even if it just breaks off, I'll be happy. That's not going anywhere. How about this one? That's okay. That's breaking the U-bolt. This is more or less sort of working. Yeah. All right. Well, that worked. There we go. We got clean pipe to work with. Also should probably be cut off straight. Maybe I'll do that first. Running into a clearance issue here with this piece. So this needs to really come back to here. So we ran out of light the other night when I was working on this. Kind of finished it up in the dark. This camera does not have very good low light performance. We've probably got a few more pipe clamps than what would be ideal, but this is just put together with parts off the shelf rather than having to bend pipe. So, I mean, it's going to pass inspection and it's good enough for what it is. Our tailpipe's super flush. This thing's ready for inspection. Just need to schedule it now.
Are you sure the ride's going to be able to handle all this weight?
I hope so. Wow. I'll go get the rest of the pieces. If you want to take these carriage bolts out to get this strap has to come off. It's the back piece.
How do you plan on getting these back on?
What's that?
This strip?
Once we have the piece in to size, these can go on first, but they just can't be on while we're trying to fit it. We're just taking these off because the trim has to be cut around them. That should be it. Okay, so here's the part where we need to fit and trim this to get it to work. There should be no overhang. It should be
Okay.
And then this needs to come up so it's flush with the back of the seat.
So do we start with the top and then work our way down?
Yes, we start up here. So this needs to come roll forward a little bit. Problem with this curve is there's nothing to hold on to.
Is that a little bit better?
Yeah, I still have about a light 1/8 of an inch I can come forward.
What do you need me to do? You need me to hold this side and hold that at the same
No,
time?
I think we're good. I just need to drill a first hole here to get this piece of aluminum in so that we can.
Are you doing a pilot bit first?
So what I'm doing is I'm drilling a hole through the aluminum or through the fiberglass. The hole is going to be bigger than the screw so that the panel can have a little bit of wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not touching the wood at all.
Oh, don't mess up.
Just have a second drill out here so I don't have to keep changing back and forth.
That's what I have at work.
Yeah.
I got tired doing that. Especially when you're in a lift, 60 foot in the air.
Yeah.
It's just so much faster to have two, but now I need to buy a new drill.
Why?
Because I was dumb.
You drop it?
No. The chuck's starting to get loose because I've been reaming stuff because I don't have a reamer.
Uh-huh.
So I just use the drill, and the drill head don't like it.
All right. Then let's get one drilled on your side too. I'll hold it in place. If we just push it so it's off the edge in your direction.
That'd be perfect.
But we do it without moving the fiberglass.
Okay.
We good there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it popped out.
Did it?
Yeah.
Those screws need to be replaced with something just a little bit longer, I think.
Tech screw.
Let's get one here. I gotta get a second drill. It's hang tight.
I'm hanging. Hey, that one felt bitey.
Hardly have to drill that at all. Let's switch over to this side now.
Right?
Yep. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Do this one too. Do a 2-for-1 sale.
Ooh. It's like all them yard sales have passed today. I'm gonna hit them up on the way home. See if I can find any treasures.
Sound like my father.
Well, it's a good thing.
Okay.
That one bit.
Yeah. So I guess maybe if we turn it on its side, so we need to get these last couple on the bottom yet. I don't know how to get my drill in there.
At least buy me dinner first before you get that close, Mr. Pete.
What's your breakfast?
Oh, that's true.
Pony clamp to the rescue.
I wish they made one like that, but like a lot bigger for heavier stuff.
All right, let's flip her back. We got 2 left.
3 if you're doing one on the end.
Okay.
See? I just don't like that sound.
Yeah, I don't like it either. There we go. The smaller it gets, the more rapidly it deteriorates. The fiberglass needs to be trimmed. Right there. So I'm going to call that a wrap. Aside from a few minor details, our prototype ride tub is done. And next week, we're going to start tackling the electrical panel. So if you don't want to miss any of that, click that link to the left and come along for the ride.